Hey everybody, today we're going to get back into memory keeping videos for the weekly pages of my Sadie Stickers planner. This is for the week of January 22nd through the 28th. I'm using a kit by Cinderella Paper called Tin Turn. I've been wanting to use this art by Kittenish Jess forever and I finally got the chance to. And then the overlays are the cat overlays from Plannahannah in Autumn Tie-Dye, which I think worked out beautifully with this kit and also sort of represented how I have calico cats because it's kind of like a modeled pattern. I have been procrastinating filming or recording this voiceover. I actually filmed this plan with me like February 18th or 19th, and then unfortunately what happened later that week is that I had to restart treatment with my kitten. So that makes this video kind of hard to go back to. I want to go back to it just because I filmed it already and I do really like how this week turned out, and also there are really good memories from this week, but it is hard to go back to because this was the week that we thought we were done with treating our kitten. So it just makes it kind of tricky to revisit. But I want to do it. I think in 2023, that was the first year that I filmed a plan with me for every single week of the year, just because there were so many memories I wanted to keep from that year. 2020, I might have done every week, which is weird, but it's because I had a lot more time because I was home a lot in 2020, right? So, I do want to try and keep that going this year, especially because I've got lots of great kits and lots of great foil picked out. We will come back to this clip later at the end of this video for a blooper of what I said to my other cat in that moment. I thought it was funny that she came and crashed the plan with me right as I was putting down the overlay that says, "A home without a cat is just a house." She's like, "Yeah, that's me. Hi." So while I'm laying down the base, I'm going to talk a little bit about kind of Monday and Tuesday of this week because those were the days that I went to Colorado for Clover's final checkup for her clinical trial. So yeah, let's get into that. The habit trackers are going to be for Clover's medication, which I only had to give her on Monday and Tuesday this week, and then our other cat Evie's probiotics, which I stopped tracking that after this week, I think. Yeah, so that's the last time you're going to see Evie's probiotics because she's been getting them since like early December and it just goes into her food at this point. We don't really think about it at this point. And then I have a dinners sidebar for a weekly checklist. And then I'm going to put in this little calico cat sticker from Oh Hey Cat Buns to mark completing Clover's treatment. So anyway, on Monday, I flew to Denver with Clover. My husband couldn't come with me this time because I had the appointment booked on a Tuesday and he had already taken off a lot of time to go with me in November and December. So we just decided I would do this one on my own. It was definitely towards the end of the trip, I was like, I just want to go home. I just want to be done. But the Monday of the trip went pretty well. So I think I flew out about midday. And this was my first time at the Sacramento airport in a few years because I haven't been flying home the last few years, I think. Yeah, I think the last time I flew to, no, I flew to Sacramento airport in October 2022 because I came up here for my bachelorette. But yeah, but I hadn't been to the Sacramento airport in like over a year. I really do love that airport. I wish more like connecting flights could go through there. Although they probably do if you're going to like Hawaii or something. But anyway, I got Pete's because that's at the Sacramento airport. I love Pete's coffee. I also got pizza because it's like the cheapest thing in Terminal B of that airport. And it's actually a pretty good deal and it's pretty good. And also the staff that work there are super friendly. This day, the whole crew was a bunch of guys. I think they were all buddies. Their thing was that anytime someone ordered a slice of Hawaiian pizza, they went, "Aloha." They decided that was funny. It was kind of funny. It was also, I think the other person who was working with them was a little irritated with them, but it was funny if you weren't working there. Let's see, what else happened? I rented a car through Hertz when I got there and love the guy I worked with at Hertz. I'm pretty sure it was the same guy I worked with the last time I was there. He didn't remember me, of course, because he sees a million people every day, but I remembered him. And then also, once I got to the hotel, one of the employees there is just so sweet. I've definitely worked with her before as well. And so I want to pay tribute to them in my planner. So I wrote their names in eventually because they were just so friendly and so helpful in a really stressful situation. By the time I got there, it was like probably 9 o'clock. So like the only restaurant open was really like kava and fast food, and I didn't really want fast food, so I got kava, which is basically, if you're not familiar, just like Mediterranean Chipotle. Kind of expensive, more expensive than Chipotle, but yeah, that's what I got. And I FaceTimed my husband that night on Monday when I got there, and then I stayed up really late, like way too late, watching The Late Show with Stephen Colbert and this new show After Midnight with Taylor Tomlinson, which definitely went until after midnight because in my head I was on California time, so it was like only 11, and then I had an 8 a.m. appointment Colorado time for Clover the next day, so I was really tired the next day, but I just could not fall asleep. So that was that. Tuesday morning, I wrote in last pill for Clover on day 89 of treatment. That was her last pill for about a month. Spoiler alert to a peek into my life. She did have her blood work appointment at 8 a.m. at the university, at the teaching hospital. And she was in there for about like 2 hours because I think they do blood work, but then also just like kind of an overall assessment. I think they give her like an ultrasound and stuff like that. So I had like 2 hours to kill. They kind of gave me a heads up about that. And the teaching hospital is under a lot of construction right now. So like it's not the most pleasant to be there right now. So I went to a place called Alley Cat Cafe in Fort Collins, which is, I talk about this, I vlogged this trip especially, so maybe eventually I'll share that, but we'll see. But it's a very like college student friendly cafe. Like the staff that worked there were definitely students, and they were like, my friend is DJing this radio station that we've got on right now, like you should listen to it. And like it was a lot of students coming in before their classes. Yeah, then I wrote in that we're done and that everything looked good, which in hindsight is kind of sad, but at least we were done for now. I was really happy this day because we had just gone through 3 months. 3 months of treatment and, 89 days of treatment. It's typically an 84-day treatment, but because I couldn't bring her to Colorado on the 19th because I had classes to teach, the vet just recommended I keep giving her medication until she could inspect her. So yeah, we went back to the hotel after her appointment and I took a nap, and then I played with Clover, and then we checked out around noon, and then my flight wasn't until I think like 5. So I drove up to an area called Horsetooth Reservoir, which is really pretty, especially this time of year that I was there because there was still like snow and ice on the ground and everything. So I just hung out there for a bit, like walked around a little bit, not very far though, because I didn't want to leave Clover alone in the car, and she is not really an adventure cat. So she has a harness and everything, but she didn't want to get out of the carrier. So, and that's fine because I don't have like any flea or tick preventative on her anyway, so I wouldn't want to risk it. Dropped off the rental car after I was done, and then got a really weird request from someone at the airport because she was allergic to cats and she was getting on the flight with me, and she's like, oh, so what boarding group are you? And I was like, in C boarding group, through no fault of my own. It's just for some reason that's where Southwest put me. I like checked in immediately for my flight, but they still like sent me to the very last boarding group. She's like, oh, well, I'm like a boarding group. So what if I save you a seat and then I'll go back to like the back of the plane? Cause that's like better circulation. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I have never heard this before in my life. So she did this like whole thing and it like all worked out. And I got a seat towards the front of the plane, which she kept insisting that I needed to be towards the front of the plane with my cat. But the person who was originally sitting next to her, like, was chatting with me and was like really annoyed about it. She's like, yeah, she made such a big deal out of being allergic to cats. I'm like, yeah, like I was so tired at this point that I'm just like, whatever, I'm just going to agree with whoever's currently talking to me. But the person who I did end up sitting next to was very nice. It's just, I was kind of stressed because this person was like basically asking me to do extra effort because she had a cat allergy. And like, I'm sort of sympathetic to people with cat allergies, but at the same time, like, I'm just like, do you just go outside expecting nothing to ever affect your allergies ever? Because like my husband has lots of allergies and he doesn't act like that. So yeah. Anyway, then I flew home and was done with that. So that was nice. Over in the sidebar, you'll see a Molly doctor sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Let's get into the day-by-day plans because I'm already behind. Monday, my former union was striking, the California Faculty Association, because I'm just going to be real, y'all. We don't get paid enough, and especially after all of the changes we had to make during the pandemic, after the pandemic, continuing from after the pandemic, and dealing with a lot of really unique challenges now. No, we do not get paid enough. College professors do not get paid enough, especially adjunct faculty, which is increasingly more common for you to be taught by adjunct faculty than tenured faculty. There are like no tenure track jobs anymore. Just putting that out there. I would love to have certainty with my job, but I don't, and it's not okay. And they don't pay enough per hour to make up for that. That's just the reality. So I totally supported the strike. I just wasn't striking because I was busy with my cat, and also I didn't work at a Cal State at this point. So, but my union at my community college was not striking, but like if they had the time, they were showing up in solidarity as well. So I would have done that, except that I was in Colorado. But anyway, yeah, I need to put that out there, like, because I think a lot of people who go to college think that professors make a ton of money. They really don't, even the tenured ones. And then adjunct faculty basically make half as much as tenured, at least in California at public universities. And adjunct faculty only teach. Like, they are probably not to stereotype, but like probably more likely to actually be focused on teaching rather than research. So we are the ones teaching people. We're doing the real work of education, not the let's put palm trees here or put statues here and all those like other things that like are nice to have but are not the core of public education. And it's a struggle. It's really hard. Lots of people are quitting. Like education in this country, in my opinion, is in a really bad place right now. So anyway, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Let's see. My husband drove me and Clover to the airport, so I marked that with the Planet Hannah car. I got pizza at the airport. I got pizza at the airport. That's stickers from Litter Designs. I got on my flight. That's stickers from Cinderella Paper. And then I read a book called The Moonstone, which was published around like 1860. It's like one of the first detective novels. Don't know how I feel about it yet, but it's a fun read. So I used a book sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I marked those two employees I was talking about earlier with a little heart sticker because they were great. And then checked into the hotel after I picked up my car. So that's also from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I got Kava. That takeout sticker is from Cinderella Paper. FaceTimed my husband. And then, like I mentioned, watched TV until way too late in the morning. That is a Alicia Craft sticker. Tuesday, I marked Clover's final pill, her blood work appointment, and the Alley Cat Cafe, all with stickers from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I marked we're done with a different pill bottle sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then the nap sticker is the pillow, I should say, is from Pink Diamond Planner Co. Played with Clover and checked out of the hotel. Those are also both from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I have this Sweet Ava's Paper like walk or hike sticker to mark going to the lake. Drove to the airport, dropped off the car. That is also from Planet Hannah. And then for the weird request from the woman allergic to cats, that is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Flew home, Cinderella Paper again, read more of The Moonstone. That is again from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then we got like good news and bad news this evening. So the good news was that we got a save the date from my husband's good friend and his two good friends from grad school who are getting married. So I marked that with a tuxedo Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. The bad news was that our other friend, who was also in our wedding, her cat was getting really sick, and this day she was kind of thinking it might be the same thing that our kitten just got treated for, which is really scary. Turned out it was, I put air quotes around this, just an infection that could be treated with not what our cat had to have, but this day it was just a really scary day, and it felt weird to get that news from her the day we finished treatment with Clover. That was crazy. Wednesday, I was exhausted, so I marked that with a bed sticker from Cinderella Paper. It was raining this day, so I have a sticker from Planet Hannah. And then I finally had access to Canvas this day, halfway through week 2 of this semester. So I finally got to set that up for my students who were supposed to be in a half online class. Yeah, Kind of ridiculous. That sticker is from Alicia Craft. I caught up on a bunch of YouTube videos because between moving and going to Colorado, I had a lot of things I hadn't watched in my subscription box. So I have a YouTube sticker from Apple Blossom Prints. And then this was the evening that my husband gave me my anniversary gifts for our wedding anniversary that had been like 10 days before. I showed those in a haul recently, if you are curious, but they were really cute. And then the new season of Queer Eye premiered this evening, so I marked that with an Alicia Craft television sticker. Thursday, the sun came out, which was cool because I feel like it had been raining for forever in Sacramento, so I marked that with a weather sticker from Planet Hannah. Played with both of the cats. I'm going to mark that with an Itty Bitty Sticker Co. icon. And then I did a little mini workout. So I have a script from Cinderella Paper. Don't know where the icon is from. It was just in my collection. Then I was lesson planning for the next day. So that's from Alicia Craft, that laptop. I love this overlay here that says the cat fur is just part of the decor. That's my house. We vacuum, we comb rugs and all those types of things, but sometimes you just have to deal with the fact that the cat fur is just part of the deal. Cats are furry. Speaking of cats, this was the day that a tuxedo cat, who is apparently quite notorious in this neighborhood, showed up on our back patio. So I used a Itty Bitty Sticker Co. sticker to mark that, as well as for marking that this was the night that Clover started refusing to eat her wet food, and she was eating less of her dry as well, which should have been the first sign that she was having issues. We ended up calling like 3 different vets the next day. And then that evening, I marked watching Queer Eye as well. Friday, she would only eat snacks and not her actual food, so that was kind of stressful. I had to go to work though, and also like her pretty litter. So if you're not familiar with pretty litter, it's supposed to like change colors depending on like alkalinity or acidity of their urine. Like we have since kind of transitioned away from using it because it doesn't seem to be very accurate and it's just kind of stressful. But this day it was turning blue, which could indicate some sort of infection. So we were getting in touch with her Colorado vet as well as our 2 vets that we've used back in Orange County, trying to figure out what to do. But in the meantime, I did have to go teach my classes. So I marked that. And then when I came home, I played with both of the cats and started packing because we needed to go back to our old apartment this weekend. So I'm going to bring in a luggage sticker from Cinderella Paper. And then I was able to schedule a vet appointment for the next Monday in Orange County because we were going back there. Yeah, at this point, everyone was just thinking it was like a stress issue. That's why she wasn't eating and maybe why she was having urinary issues. In hindsight, I do wonder if it was the first sign of a relapse, which makes me feel really guilty. But at the same time, it's like I can only do as much as the vets are telling me to do based on the symptoms that I'm telling them. And that's the most I can do. I'm not a medical professional in the slightest. So I feel bad, but at the same time, like I can only push things so far if vets are telling me that, oh, well, let's just try treating the stress, you know? So I don't know. It's difficult. We dropped by my friend Taylor's this evening to drop off my keys because she was going to feed our adult cat while we were gone this weekend. And then we went to my parents' house and picked up my dad's van so that we could move more stuff. And then I was just really anxious this night because Clover wasn't eating as well and she was having the litter box issues. So not a great evening. I was very tired the next day. Saturday marked 3 years with Genevieve, Evie, our adult cat. So I like that I have the overlay on that day that says you, me, and the cat in the little cat outline. I also, of course, love Friday's box that says cats are my favorite people. That sticker is from Beneva Creations. Then me, Nathan, and Clover all drove back to Orange County this day because we still had to close out our old apartment. So that sticker is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Clover basically slept on my lap the whole drive because she was so stressed and unhappy. We didn't want to like lock her up in her carrier for the whole drive. So that's another sticker from Beneva Creations. And then while we were driving, we got some really terrible news that doesn't affect us. So I'm not going to like go into it. But it is a really sad situation. I also haven't gotten any updates on the situation since this day, so it's not really my story to share, but it was just very sad and not great news within our extended family. So I marked that with Amalia's depressed sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. We stopped at McDonald's. I got a Happy Meal, so I have a sticker from Bella Planella. And then once we got to the apartment, we needed to finish like packing up the rest of the stuff that was there and then clearing off things we had on the walls. So, like everything that we had command taped up. I had a bunch of decals in the bathroom, which were harder to take off than I had planned. So, that took me a very long time. So, the packing Molly is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then the little like picture frame sticker is from Cinderella Paper. And then we were both in a lot of pain this day, so we did give each other back massages. So I marked that with a date night sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because both of us were just like, I am in so much pain from lifting and like sitting in the car and all of these things. Sunday, my husband was really tired, so I went to McDonald's and got us coffee and then got like a McDonald's breakfast. So he had the breakfast sandwich and I had the hash brown because I don't eat big breakfasts, honestly. And then we loaded up the van. Oh, that hash brown stickers from Bella Planella. Sorry. Then we loaded up the van. So that is also from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And we stopped by Clyde's, which is the chicken sandwich restaurant in the Southern California area. Really good. So I marked that with a sticker from Linner Designs. Then my husband took off and drove back home because he needed to work the next day. And I stayed behind in the apartment. Other things that happened on Sunday, it was really warm this weekend. It was like 80 degrees, which was very weird. I went to Goodwill and dropped off a ton of donations that I just needed to get rid of at this point, and none of the smaller thrift stores were open. I really don't like Goodwill. We can get into that another time, but this was where I needed to go this day because they were open. Went and got an oil change and then did some lesson planning because I wasn't going to have much time the next day. And then I played with Clover to kind of burn off some stress. I had to clean the kitchen, and then I got takeout from a place called the Goodvish, which is like the place I'm going to miss the most about Orange County. Really good, like sashimi bowls, so I'm really going to miss them. And then I just watched YouTube this evening. I didn't have any washi overlays for this week, so I basically used cat stickers foiled from Plannahannah and then some bow like scraps of washi that I had left over, and then these heart deco pieces from Scribble Prints Co. And I created my own washi overlay. I just kind of had to like piece it together, and those are in gold foil, and I think it turned out really well. So on Monday, the quote overlay says, "Sorry, I have plans with my cat," and the inside says, "Ask me about my cat," because I thought those went along well with traveling with my cat. And then on Tuesday, it says "Cat Mom" in the little cat outline box because that was a full day with Clover. On my flight to Denver, this guy next to me was asking me about the cat and was very friendly about it. He had like a million layovers. Like he flew from Orange County to Sacramento, and he was going like to Dallas, I think, and then to Florida. And yeah, I was just like, wow, this was during like that polar vortex. So like people's flights were getting delayed and canceled and everything. So I'm glad mine didn't. But anyway, that is everything for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hi.
Jeez.
Where are you going? Your big old butt.